Welcome to a new series called Good Films You've Never Seen. This time we're talking about Police Story, one of the best action movies ever made, featuring crazy stunts like this one, and keep watching to see a stunt where Jackie Chan almost died. Oh yeah, did I mention all of these stunts were done for real? So what makes Police Story so great? Half the time in action films, you're just waiting for the action to happen. I hate to be that guy, but the non-action stuff in John Wick is pretty boring. Police Story, on the other hand, finds a way to make the non-action scenes just as fun as the action scenes, by including plenty of gags, comic misunderstandings, and slapstick humour. Where else can you watch Jackie Chan moonwalk to scrape cow shit off his shoe? During the first half particularly, there's a great sense of cause and effect. One comedic moment leads to the next, and all of this culminates in a hilarious courtroom scene that takes us into the second half of the film. The sheer amount of setups and payoffs reminds me of Hot Fuzz and all the hidden comic details in that film.
It's all right, Andy! It's just what it needs!
Jackie Chan is also a master at combining comedy and action. I'm not going to talk about this too much because Every Frame a Painting already covered that far better than I ever could 10 years ago. Just know that in Police Story, action is comedy and comedy is action, and it's very confusing, so let's just move on. I hate to pick on Rush Hour 2 because I do enjoy it quite a bit. There's just far too many cuts. Like this scene, I can kind of tell what's happening, but it's all too close, and you're cutting between this guy picking up a plant and Chris Tucker dropping this dude, and it's all quite hard to process. Compare that to Police Story, where it's all shot in glorious wide angles and the geography of the action scenes makes sense. Take this short fight scene where Jackie and the witness he's protecting are ambushed by a gang of hitmen. There's a lot of moving parts to this scene. There's more than one fighter, there's cars flying everywhere, but it all works so well because the shots last long enough for you to process what's happening. On top of that, Jackie Chan's filming with his own stunt team. That's not how the enunciation should go. On top of that, Jackie Chan's filming with his own stunt team, who really do know how to fight, so that helps, I guess. Going back to Every Frame a Painting, Jackie lets you soak in every punch, kick, and nasty fall, because he shows you it more than once. This is true for the final stunt where Jackie Chan almost dies. We're gonna get there, guys. You're just gonna have to hang in there a bit longer. Not only do the action scenes make sense, but they're also really fun and memorable. The opening village destroying car chase, classic. The scene where Jackie Chan hangs onto a bus with an umbrella, classic. The final mall fight, which is one of the best things my small mind has ever seen, that's also really good. Even smaller parts of the film where Jackie Chan really doesn't need to include action, but he does it anyway. For instance, when he's running late to the courtroom and pulls off this epic maneuver. I really can't stress enough how good the action is in this film. In fact, Jackie Chan has said himself that this is his best film for pure action, so if that's not enough to convince you to watch it, then I don't know what will. This leads nicely into my third point, which is whether it's action, comedy, or emotional scenes, you can bet Jackie Chan has got it covered. Let's be real, Police Story isn't the best film from an acting point of view, and it's not winning any awards anytime soon, which is kind of a shame. That being said, it's hard not to be mesmerized by every scene in this movie because of the commitment of Jackie Chan and his team. The villain in particular is so over the top, and I love it. He's practically a Bond villain. Besides starring in Police Story, Jackie Chan also directed it, wrote part of the screenplay, and sang the main theme song, which, let me say, when that theme song starts playing near the opening, it gets me hyped every single time. Everyone knows that action movies are at their best when you keep it simple. Die Hard has a simple story, great film. Mad Max Fury Road has a simple story, great film. Police Story 2 does not have a simple story, takes itself far too seriously, and wastes a lot of time with boring filler stuff. After watching Police Story 2, it made me appreciate the first one a whole lot more, which gets straight into the action, introducing the main premise in the first few minutes, and letting the action carry the film from one scene to the next. As much as I would like to watch Jackie Chan and his girlfriend fight a bunch of times only to get back together, it's not really what I came here for, although I will let them off because Police Story 2 features the playground fight, which, come on, it's the playground fight. If you've not seen it, what are you doing with your life? And finally, a Okay, here we are. The ending mall fight in Police Story may just be my favourite action scene ever. The amount of injuries Jackie Chan and his stunt team must have had from this scene alone is crazy. You have people flying down escalators, a motorbike gets involved at one point, and the way Jackie Chan punches the main bad guy about 100 times is truly amazing. I've seen Police Story like 5 times now, and I appreciate it more every time I watch it. It's a good fun movie to start your 2024, and I'd highly recommend it. It's the sort of film that reminds you that movies don't have to have a deeper meaning. Instead, they can just be good old-fashioned fun. If there's one film from last year that I enjoyed the most, it would be this one. Okay, we're gonna show it. We're gonna show the poll slide. Here it is. Big countdown, 3, 2, 1.